Welcome back to Rock Lead 5, the close-up. What we're going to do in this one is, actually this is a fun little triad game that we're going to start to be able to apply and further absorb the different triads we have by substituting them. So, so far we've dealt with triads in two places. We have the A minor, G, F, G chain here, where we're kind of walking down the neck and back. And then we also have the A minor, G, F, G chain up here. So far we've really covered the 10th fret to the 1st fret. There's a lot of space in there. Now, what we're going to do though is I'm going to show you like some fun ways that I've found to apply it. So basically what you can do is you can either do it to like some kind of just a static bass line in the background. If you have some kind of a backing track, or you put your keyboard key on infinite repeat on an A or something, or you can just you could even palm mute it and kind of do it that way. That does take a fair amount of skill, so I'm going to kind of shy away from that as far as like a must, but it does help to kind of have your bass line in there, your bass note I mean, your A. But here's the idea, is you want to pick a nice steady progression. Something in the vein of Stairway is fine, where you're going A minor, G, G, kind of just looping it, like keep a steady rhythm too. You want to give yourself time to think. And just kind of play this, 2 times through or so, and then switch to the upper one. And play that one a couple times through. If you guys are good with the metronome, metronome's great. So the idea is to kind of wake up the mind and to be able to see the neck, and to start to maybe, hopefully, see one shape at the same time you can see its alternative shape. So now the idea is this, and the basis of my exercise is this, is that these upper shapes here, let's pull this top A minor out of the picture. If we use just this one, this is the center of everything. We have a G here and an F here, descending, and then we have a G here and an F here, ascending, or higher than the A minor in the center. So use this as like your home base, and you can go through with the sample progression that I have written out here. Is let's start with the F, is that we're going to go through and we're going to start to interchange the F. So we'll go through once, and we'll play the lower F down here in the progression that I just played, and then in the second time, instead of this F, we're going to play the F up here. It's found right under the fingers of the A minor. So we're not really moving that far, because from G to the F up here is almost the same, or actually it is the same fret distance as the F down here. So here's what I'm getting at. It sounds like this. Low F. Now the next pass, upper F, and then play with that for a bit. Low, high. So when you get used to that, and you want to do this in small steps like that, when you get used to this, you'll start to see both F's as an option. You'll see this F and you'll see this F, and you want to be able to interchange these on the fly. That's very important. So let's try it again now, but let's do it with a G. So our 2 G's then are going to be here, right? And then the one up here. First finger at the 7th fret, or 7th position as they call that. So if we go through, let's try it again, and let's try the low G, and then we'll try the high G. So this F is now a permanent F. We're not going to do this F one time and then the upper F another time. This is permanent, and this A minor is permanent. The G is what we're going to alternate. So it'll sound like this. Low G, and then we'll go do the upper G. Higher G. There's a big jump now. So that's step 2 or phase 2. You want to be able to do this for both triads. Now you could apply this on A minor and jump to the higher A minor. I'm not going to do it in this lesson. It's you guys kind of get the idea of how we're doing this. But we're isolating a triad, and we're just trying to work on one triad at a time without changing the rest of the chain. And that's how you'll learn it. Now, what I think is very fun, and when it gets more melodic, is doing something like this, where you can start to change, say, 2 triads at a time, where we can use this low chain of G, G and F, very symmetrical right next to each other, as one larger substitution by using, or rather substituting the G and the F up here. So one time through, we could do A minor, do the low ones, G, F, G, and then A minor, do the upper ones. And that's where it starts to sound a little better. So low ones, just G and F are changing, right? But we're pulling both of them out. So that's the idea, and that's where it starts to get more creative. You might have an idea where it's little fills. So it's a means to an end. It's a fun exercise. It really isolates and forces you to learn every possible place you can play the chord and to really see it in a practical player's sense. So that is the goal of the work this week. So I hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned next week for our solo in the style of Stairway to Heaven that starts utilizing all these triad shapes from the neck up here all the way down to here. So nice fun little time we're going to have. So see you guys next week.